Welcome, everybody. My name is Todd Roden from At Reality Forecast on YouTube, and I'm joined with lots of our friends and psychic medium Liz Cross. Hey, Liz. Good morning.
Good morning. So I thought this morning, so we're trying to do all this manifesting stuff, right? We're trying to figure this all out. And one thing that came through in a session, and we did something else last week, but this was one of the options, is the lack stands for something, okay, within the soul. It's not about the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is constantly looking at the lack going, oh God, I need this, I need that. Whatever abundance means to you. Most times it means financial, but I would say abundance could mean a whole array of things. Maybe you need more joy and happiness, and maybe you need a nicer coworkers or whatever it is that you need. But the lack stands for something. And when I look into people's souls, the lack is actually, it's astonishing, because one person I was doing a CTT session for, the lack stood for keeping them humble and grateful and kind. Another session that I had recently, the lack stood for, well, you're too flash with your cash, and you're going to become arrogant, and you're going to become demeaning, and you have the ability to do that. So therefore, we don't want to behave that way on a soul level. So you will, have what you need, but you're not going to have over and above that, right? You're not going to be like super duper wealthy. And no matter how hard, and see, this is the thing, no matter how hard they all try, when the lack stands for something, we all have lack. Everybody has lack. When the lack stands for something, you have to understand what that means. You have to get in there and say, okay, well, the soul is smarter than the conscious mind. That's something we all have to get to grips with. The conscious mind is relatively stupid compared to the soul. However, the soul isn't trendy. Like, the soul doesn't care about money. The soul doesn't understand like what it takes to live. The soul just understands that these are the lessons that you have to learn, and this is what we're going to accomplish. But the lack definitely means something. And usually it's something positive. So if you are going to be arrogant, well, the lack and the block. So the soul will give you all of these blockages to stop you from having. And then that goes into the pyramid theory that we came across, that spirit gave to us, right? Which is, you have a designated spot within that energetic pyramid. And therefore, if you have more and you have to move from that spot and it's not in your contract, you're going nowhere. Something will happen and you will lose that money, or maybe that money flows in, but it's already earmarked for something else, and it flows out. So, but the lack always stands for something. Trust me, I know what my lack stands for. Ronan, do you know what your lack stands for?
I do not, but I was writing down a remote viewing queue for myself to do a session on it later today.
Oh, that's really good. Awesome. How will you do that? Will you do that using an avatar? What will be your target?
I would set up 5 different targets so that I don't know what it is. I'm partially blind to it. The queue would be my lack in quotation marks. And then we would do an open search in that hour remote viewing session to find out. And I'd do it along with 4 other targets. So I'm partially blind to it and know that one of the 5 will be that, but I'd also do other projects I have. Can I ask my higher self about what my lack is? People ask. That's a way to do it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. But you see, the trick is, you all have to find a way to connect to your soul, and people connect to their souls in many different ways. but you have to find it. You have to find that way. Now, I know that through what I can only tell you what I know, which is the CTT. I know that not the stuff we're doing so much today, but the in-depth one-on-one stuff, when we start, if we peel off enough layers, we're getting right down to the soul level. And when we get to the soul level and I start talking to your soul and the soul is giving us information, you start to really understand. Now, you can achieve that in hopefully QHHT, although in QHHT, it's kind of a free for all. Anything can come through and talk to you. And BQH is like that, ayahuasca, mushroom, all of that. So that's a free for all. It's not as controlled. But what Ronan's doing is more controlled. So he sets the target of what is my lack. And that is a bit of a free for all as well. You
No,
may
it's
want to,
more direct with cues, though. You get it
you
exactly.
may you will, okay, but you may, but your lack, that information could come from anywhere. You may want to say, what does my soul define as lack? Right? Because your lack can come from anywhere in the universe, but it's only your soul that knows exactly what the reason for the lack. So I would probably tweak that just a little bit more. Maybe not today. Maybe work. This is a work in
Oh
progress.
yeah, the
But
first cue never works, but I would rewrite the cue a few different times.
you have to, right, exactly. But you have to find out what the soul defines as the lack, as the reason for the lack.
Does that
So
change their incarnation? So you'd have to ask about this specific incarnation.
does that, oh, that's a good question. Does that change through incarnations? No, no, it's the same. So yeah, because that's true. That's actually true, because when we go into the past life stuff and we the lack in the past life is often the same lack that's carried throughout many lifetimes, the
Okay.
same reason. So it's what your soul defines as the lack. Now, somebody also asked a good question. They messaged me and they said, well, can we not just get aliens to crack this code? And the answer I got back, and I know they're here in the group today, and I responded, but the answer that I got back is no, because then you're selling your soul over to the darkness to find the answer and have them crack the code for you. So this manifestation code that we're working on, it's all about staying within the light. Okay, because there's many ways to manifest if you're willing to sell your soul to the darkness. But I don't think anybody here wants to do that. I certainly would never do that. Ronan, I know that you would never do that. So I know that's not an option. Because I know what the aliens will say. They'll say, "Yeah, we'll do that for you." But I find that aliens are masking as darkness, right? That's just my interpretation every time I connect with them. Does it mean they don't exist? No, they do exist. But what I find is they don't have a soul. And the reason they're so fascinated with us here on the earth plane is because we do. And they want what they don't have. So, anyway, on that, let's work on the lack. So
All
we'll
right.
go ahead and open. Running. I know we do have some new people. Can you please explain how we tap?
Sure, we're tapping. You're repeating with me after, wait, is it me? Yes, me. You're repeating with me. And you're
There's a part of
tapping
me.
on you're giving yourself a hug and you're tapping on your biceps on your arm in a cadence of 1 1 1 1 1 1 across. And if you feel some type of emotional impact or throat impact or pain, you can type that in the chat or in the comments section of the YouTube video, and we'll help mitigate that now and in the future. But you're tapping along with me and Liz as you say what we say. And if the words seem hard to say and you don't feel like saying them, say them anyway.
Yeah, and you just want to worry about your arm placement. So it's like you're giving yourself a hug. Now, I know there's a video, Prince Harry, out there where he's tapping on his collarbone. Don't do that. Okay, that's not correct arm placement. It may be for that him and that therapist, but for the purpose of CTT, that's not correct. You want to have your arms, or sorry, the palm of your hands in between your elbows and your shoulder. So you make an X, or you give yourself a hug. So your left palm is resting on your right arm, and your right palm is resting on your left arm. Yeah. Okay. Now my brain is fried. Woo, what a good start. All right, let's go. We're going to open. If you stay for the opening, you must stay until close. Okay. Do not get into this CTT session and not close properly. Ronan and I are not responsible for what happens to you if you don't close properly. Yes, it can be that bad. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
an
optimum etheric Faraday cage
etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. James, I'm so glad you're here, by the way. I saw your name pop up. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right. Next one, treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the ability to see,
the ability to see,
optimally recognize,
optimally recognize,
use and enjoy the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
And the last one, which I think is always the most important, is our activation of our divine teams and spiritual helpers. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spirit teams,
of all of our spirit team,
our divine helpers,
our divine helpers,
and any other white light beings
and any other white light beings
that would like to assist us.
that would like to assist us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Whew, I can feel the power is strong today. Can
I
you
feel
feel
like my
that?
head's full of helium. Yes.
You know, it's a good day when you feel like your head's full of helium.
Rising up.
Mm. So we want to go, Ronan, you'll have to help me with the words, but we want to go with the optimum definition. So we want our soul to define it, because anybody else defining it doesn't work, right? It's what the soul says. So we want to learn, we want to go for the optimum. What is it? The optimum. So something to the effect of the optimum definition of what lack means to our soul. We want to heal the lack as optimally defined by our soul. No, we want to optimally heal the lack as defined by our soul. Does that sound good?
No. Joyfully and optimally heal my soul's primary lack, I think is what we're looking for.
Joyfully. What was that? Joyful. Oh, so easily and joyfully manifest the optimum healing of lack as defined by our souls.
Yeah, it's too many words. Optimally, easily, and joyfully manifest optimum healing of my soul's primary lack.
Primary. No, but you see, primary may only just get rid of the primary, but that means the other lack is still there. And everything is like a puzzle. It's all intertwined. So I find that when I do CTT sessions individually, when the person starts picking and choosing what they want to heal, it's better to just leave it as an optimum for the soul to figure it out, because the primary may go, but what's holding the primary in place are all these other little pieces, and the primary can't budge unless you unlock all the other little pieces. So I wouldn't label it as primary.
Is your
You see,
goal
guys,
to remove it?
This is why remote viewing courses are so important, because you learn how to make your questions watertight. Okay. And you know that wording is everything. This is what I learned in remote viewing and through years and years of practice. Sorry, Ronan, what did you say?
We want to remove it.
But we'll be removing it by healing it. And we can transmute it by healing it. I automatically transmute anyway. But I think it's going to be easily and joyfully manifest the optimum healing of whatever the lack is, or the optimum. So easily and joyfully manifest the optimum healing of lack as defined by our souls. That, I think that's the way we're going to have to do it. We can try it. We can always reword it if necessary. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum healing
the optimum healing
of lack
of lack
as defined emotionally by our souls.
by our soul.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
and deep relief and joy now.
And deep relief and joy now.
So let's take a deep breath. I don't know why, but my face just started burning. It's really strange. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done. I don't know why, but I feel this heat.
So be it. It is done.
Yeah, I feel this heat like the bottom half of my face and my neck. That's really strange. I've never felt that before. Okay. What did you get, Ronan?
When you go to the antique store and you find a really old mirror, like from the 1850s, it's crackled and it's got this frost over it. I see that. So I found an old antique mirror and I'm trying to see my reflection in it, but can't because it's too frosted over and dull.
And that's because with our conscious minds, that's very good. With our conscious minds, this is so confusing, right? We can't see clearly. It doesn't make any sense why we would have to do without. It doesn't make sense to us. And some of us, no matter how hard we try, it just doesn't work. Or we only, again, going back to that principle of the energetic pyramid, we only manifest what we need. There's a guy in the group that manifests car parking spots. And those are a big deal in New York. I know exactly what you're going through because when I lived in London, I was the same. So a car parking space is like gold in Manhattan. And he seems to do it. But again, that's what he needed. Does that mean he pulled into the space and suddenly a bag of money appeared underneath his car? No. But it means that's what he needed. So it is confusing. That's why I think you're getting the mirror. Like I can't see clearly. It's broken, it's cracked. And that also represents the soul as well, the broken and cracked mirror. So I actually got, the reason I knew those words were right, because then the information started coming into me that I will feel soulless if I don't have to strive for anything, right? I don't know about you guys, and I'm not trying to insult anybody here, but I have some, quite wealthy friends. And some of them are wealthy trust funder friends. And they're wonderful people. I love them. They're hilarious. They're kind. They're generous. But there's always something missing behind their eye. It's like that fire is missing behind their eye. And it's all, that's what I'm getting for what that last round, which is I'll become soulless. So I'm not saying that they're soulless, but it's that motivational spark that we have behind our eye. So let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
I'm too scared. I will become soulless.
I'm too scared. I will become soulless.
I won't feel alive.
I want to feel alive.
I won't feel alive.
I won't feel alive.
If I have an abundance in my life.
If I have an abundance in my life.
The lack makes me strive for more.
The lack makes me strive for more.
I love goals.
I love gold.
Goals. GOALS. Like score.
I do love gold and goals. And Bitcoin and crypto and XRP.
I love goals and I'm afraid of not ever having any.
And I am afraid of not ever having any.
I will just sit around being a victim.
I will sit around and be a victim.
I will be aimless.
I will be aimless.
I will be disheartened.
I will be disheartened.
I won't have empathy.
I won't have empathy.
The lack actually makes up for a lot in my life.
The lack actually makes up for a lot in my life.
It keeps me well connected.
It keeps me well connected
to those that I need to rely upon.
to those that I need to rely upon.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep release now.
So let's take a deep breath. And all I have to say is if you do find that parking spot and there is a bag of money underneath it, just remember your good friend Liz. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
We can have fun with this one today. What did you get?
I got the law of rhythm in representation of a bouncing trampoline. So it keeps you in balance by going up and down along that rhythm line.
Yeah. Somebody got the yin and the yang. Same thing. Yeah. Ooh, let's go. We got tight throats already. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This is confusing.
This is confusing.
I can't seem to win.
I cannot seem to win.
It doesn't matter how hard I try.
It doesn't matter how hard I try.
My soul makes the rules.
My soul makes the rules.
My conscious mind doesn't get any power
My conscious mind doesn't get any power
in the overall design plan.
in the overall design plan.
Lack keeps me humble.
Lack keeps me humble.
It keeps me alive.
It keeps me alive.
Survival mode
Survival mode
makes sure that I feel
makes sure that I feel
an array of emotions.
an array of emotions.
I'm not in control.
I am not in control.
The universe determines everything.
The universe determines everything.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid what I will do if I have a lot.
I'm afraid what I will do if I have a lot.
I will exert my power and control.
I will exert my power and control.
I may become dangerous.
I may become dangerous.
I may end up in prison
I may end up in prison
because I will think that I'm above the law.
because I will think that I'm above the law.
Morality goes out the window.
Morality goes out the window.
And I need to keep myself and my soul in check.
And I need to keep myself and my soul in check.
That part of our beings are, this is a balancing act.
This is a balancing act.
I only feel alive if I'm walking the tightrope.
I only feel alive if I'm walking the tightrope.
That's what excites me.
That's what excites me.
That's what makes me determined.
That's what makes me determined.
That's what makes me want to live forever.
That's what makes me want to live forever.
Lack gives me drive.
Lack gives me drive.
Anything else?
I'll just lose it all.
I'll just lose it all. I can't seem to dislodge these emotions.
I can't seem to dislodge these emotions.
The universe keeps me compliant.
The universe keeps me compliant.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got the lack makes me strive to be better than ever before, each and every day. What did you get?
I felt like I was getting a lot of paper cuts. So I assume that it means death by 1,000 cuts, or the cuts keep you more alive and more active.
Right. The pain makes you know that you're alive.
Very painful.
Absolutely.
I see
Listen.
mitochondria embedded in an infinity symbol. Well, that's interesting. That's a remote viewing session there.
Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah, the lack makes us strive to be better and better and better and better. You know, Ronan, when we probe those trillionaires, one thing that we could say about most of the people in that top box, in that top layer of the pyramid,
They were
was
sad.
that they were sad. Yes, but a lot of them still were very competitive, and they still strive to be better than ever before. And that's quite admirable, actually, when they're striving to be better, to make better, to evolutionize, you know, the human existence by creating products. Not saying that all the products are good, right? But they're still striving to be the best. And so there's something, they obviously feel some sort of lack up there, right? That's what that spoke to me, is like, well, obviously there's some lack up there somewhere. So this lack is felt by everybody, but I definitely got that the lack makes us be better than ever before, each and every day. We wake up and we know we have to work hard, and we know we have to be better versions of ourselves. So let's tap on that. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
The lack makes me strive.
The lack makes me strive.
To be a better version of myself.
To be a better version of myself.
Each and every day.
Each and every day.
It pushes me to my absolute limits.
It pushes me to my absolute limit.
If I didn't have the lack, I wouldn't try.
If I didn't have the lack, I would not try.
I may not even know who I am.
I may not even know who I am.
My character will not be well defined.
My character will not be well defined.
And I define my character through lots of experiences.
And I define my character through lots of experiences.
Both good and bad.
Both good and bad.
I'm still getting this fear. I'm afraid of the power that I will have.
I'm afraid of the power that I have.
I may treat people unfairly.
I may treat people unfairly.
I won't be of service to others.
I won't be of service to others.
I won't find joy and happiness in everyday living.
I won't find joy and happiness in everyday living.
I will have far too much power over far too many people.
I will have far too much power over far too many people.
What else?
My lack keeps me humble.
My lack keeps me humble. It keeps me kind.
It keeps me from evolving beyond the earth plane.
It keeps me from evolving beyond the earth plane. I'm generous because of my lack.
I am generous because of my lack.
People like me because of my lack.
People like me because of my lack.
What else?
I will turn into an angry and mean person.
I will turn, no, not you, Ronan. Surely not. I will turn into an angry and mean person. People bond through lack.
That's true. People bond through lack.
Yeah, that is very true, isn't it? We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Working towards the same goal.
Working towards the same goal.
We create friendships and relationships through lack.
We create friendships and relationships through lack.
Well, anything else?
I see more clearly because of my lack.
I see clearly because of my lack. I can, this is a good one. My intuition is running in high gear because of my lack.
My intuition is running in high gear because of my lack.
I have to size people up.
I have to size people up.
I have to scan them and assess them.
I have to scan them and assess them.
I don't want to lose my abilities.
I don't want to lose my ability.
I may become selfish.
I may become selfish.
No one will want to know me.
No one will want to know me.
I won't make positive contributions to the society and the universe.
I won't make positive contributions to society and the universe.
I will have to go into hiding.
I will have to go into hiding.
Lack keeps me sane.
Lack keeps me sane.
It keeps my brain in check.
It keeps my brain in check.
I have to be mentally well to participate in society.
I have to be mentally well to participate in society.
And if I don't have to participate through lack, then I will lose my mind.
And if I don't have to participate through lack, then I will lose my mind.
Let's finish this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
My face is burning. Okay, what did you get?
I got that the tide is low.
You're not kidding. The tide never turns in our favor. I don't know why this is. My face is burning. It's on fire. I feel like somebody's got like a hot heater or something right next to my face.
Also, face on fire,
so
face on fire, cheekbones are sore, my body is heated up, I'm seeing the pyramid. Lots of other people are feeling the heat, Liz. Let's ask Source, what is the heat?
Resistance. You see all these reasons that the soul is throwing out at me today, right? Because your souls are talking to me. That's where I'm pulling this information. And it all makes sense, right? I have to be mentally competent to go to work every day and be of service to others and produce great things. And if I don't have, my mind is so fragile through my experiences that if I didn't have to hold it together because I have to go to work and I have to earn money, right? I would be in la la land with mentally. That is huge because the lack keeps us sane, right? Or the other thing, I knew that one was for me, which is I would not be in service, and it's probably for you guys as well. I would not be in service if it were not for the lack, right? Because that's my soul saying to me, well, Liz, when you had dreamt of those winning lottery numbers and you went to buy the ticket, and if you would have got that 360 million, do you think you'd ever have been out on YouTube
Vacation
teaching?
time.
Right. Exactly. Liz is gone. See,
She's got an
so long,
island.
suckers. I'm out of here. Right. So these are all the reasons that are coming in for the lack. And my face is on fire. My neck and my face. I'm sure if I looked in the mirror right now, my face is bright red. I feel like somebody is holding something to my face and it is hot. Even when I touch it, it's burning. So what did you get? The low tide, what do you think that means?
I think it means that if the tide is too low and you can walk on it, it removes the mystery. If you can see what's below the tide line, then there's no mystery there.
Oh, that's right.
So your resistance and also the fire is to keep you entertained. And someone else said they feel like they would become too bored and they feel like they would become, disinterested in lifetime or this life.
That's true. That's true. That's my trust fund friends. Okay. Life is kind of meh to them. Yeah, they can go, yeah, right. They can go on European vacations and their kids go to the best private schools and they have good quality organic food and they have housekeepers, but there's something always missing. It's that zest for life, right? It's a great day to be alive. That's just not there with them. And they're not bad people. They're generous, they're kind, they're hilarious, right? But they're doing nothing all day. And it's that zest that even if you're a musician or you're a painter or you're a writer or whatever, you got to be doing something all day, right? But the couple of now there's two of them that don't do anything all day, and it's life is kind of boring. They don't find any fun. It's almost like they're in a just depressed state. The other thing that I got was I cannot identify the struggle in others. So if my lack helps me identify and empathize with the struggle in others, I understand exactly what they're going through. I know what it's like to not be able to pay the rent, right? College students, or, not be able to buy that new blouse that you need for work, right? You're wearing the same old rags, or not be able to give your kids what they want. And you identify with how those people are. You don't look down on them, right? You can understand when, especially when you're in line at the store and there's a kid going, mommy, I want this, mommy, I want that, and mommy's having to say, I'm sorry, we'll have to do it next week when I get paid. Like, it keeps us on that level. We understand it.
Right.
Okay, let's see if we can get rid of this fire. God, Ronan, splash some of that water on my face.
Tide's too low.
The tide's too low. We need some water. I feel like I'm on fire. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let's go and heal.
All of these all of this resistance
All of this resistance
to the excuses that my soul makes,
to the excuses that my soul makes
that defines my life path,
that define my life path,
to live with all of this lack.
To live with all of this lack.
I won't be able to identify with others.
I won't be able to identify with others.
I won't understand their situations.
I won't understand their situation.
I won't have any empathy.
I won't have any empathy.
My heart will turn to stone.
My heart will turn to stone.
I won't understand what it's like to miss out on things.
I won't understand what it's like to miss out on things.
And I won't have gratitude for when they do materialize.
And I won't have gratitude for when they do materialize.
I will be bored.
I will be bored.
I don't know where this one's coming from. I will be disingenuous.
I will be disingenuous.
What else?
I will be alone.
I will be alone. Nobody will want to talk to me.
Nobody will want to talk to me.
I will only be able to hang around other wealthy people, and they don't appeal to me.
I will only be able to hang around other wealthy people, and they do not appeal to me.
They're not interesting. They're boring.
They're not interesting. They are boring.
They're superficial.
They're superficial.
I won't be able to make that deep connection to anyone else.
I won't be able to make that deep connection to anyone else.
What else?
I will become a shadow of my former self.
I will become a shadow of my former self. I will forget who I really am.
I will forget who I really am. I won't ring true to myself and my soul.
I won't ring true to myself and my soul. I will lose sight of my values.
I will lose sight of my values.
And my morality.
And my morality.
What else? And my purpose.
And my purpose.
I won't even work on my soul or my spirituality.
I won't even work on my soul or my spirituality.
My conscious mind will abandon my spiritual journey.
My conscious mind will abandon my spiritual journey.
I'm living it up for the now and not worried about the future.
I am living it up for the now and not worried about the future.
I will become reckless and dangerous.
I will become reckless and dangerous.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Oh my God. My face is starting to cool some now. How is everybody feeling?
I'm feeling better, more relaxed, more calm, more even-centered. When we were doing that last one, I got that I would be out of tune and my soul doesn't know how to get me back in tune.
Okay.
But my sinuses are better. Head's buzzing. I feel loose. Someone else had an itchy nose. Their face has cooled down. How is your face and neck now?
It's cooling down now. God, that was awful. We ready to close? Yes, we're ready. We're ready to close. Does anybody have a tight throat? No? Good. I think we're, somebody says yes. Somebody has a tight throat. Okay, let me go into that. I'm on the road to nowhere. Let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I'm on the hamster wheel.
I'm on the hamster wheel.
I'm on the road to nowhere.
I'm on the road to nowhere.
The only way is down.
The only way is down.
I like living in survival mode.
I like living in survival mode.
I don't ever want to be comfortable.
I don't ever want to be comfortable.
Comfort scares me.
Comfort is scary and scares me.
Let's see what else. And any and all resistance
And any and all resistance
to letting go these excuses for lack.
to letting go of these excuses for lack.
Anything else?
9.
Okay. I took German in high school. The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath, and I'm asking our spirit teams to take away any and all of this negative energy, that it does not stick around, and any residual energy and nook and cranny. We don't want it. It all has to be taken away. 100% removal. Take it into the spirit world, transmute it into positive white light karma back into the universe. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
For those of you that have been with me for a long time, when we first started doing these CTT groups, and we were working on like pumping crypto, and it worked. But my husband jumped out of the car on his way to work one day. He forgot something and he left the car in reverse, and the car backed into the wall right near where I was sitting. So where somebody else gained that positive energy that day that we did whatever it was we were doing, that lack came to me, and that damage to my wall cost me $4,500. He almost took the wall down. Like and if you remember, for those of you that have been with me for a long time, I posted, because we had the camera, I posted the video on Patreon where he jumped out. You could see him jump out, and then it backs into the wall and it goes crunch. All right, let's close. So that's why I did that whole thing of take it away, spirit. Don't leave it in my room. I don't need another calamity. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
Easily and joyfully manifest.
easily and joyfully manifest
Positive emotional fulfillment.
positive emotional fulfillment,
Optimum guidance.
optimum guidance,
Abundance of love and joy.
abundance of love and of joy,
Gratitude
gratitude,
and self-love.
and self-love
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces that we have just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief and joy now.
and deep relief and joy now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
We finally got through it, and my face is fine now. I feel
Hey,
fine.
the sunburn's gone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting us, everybody. It's good to see you. We're going to stick around for some questions, but we hope that you enjoyed this. Give it like and thumbs up and follow Liz on YouTube.